Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a three-time Pro Bowler, Derek Carr, leading the Oakland Raiders as they take on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. From up top, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Derek Carr is set and ready to roll as he leads the Raiders out onto the field. Carr in his 6th season, 28 years of age, former second-round pick back in 2014, and a lot of people feel this is a critical season for Derek Carr as a Raider. Remember, there were whispers that the Raiders might be in the market for a QB in the draft, even contemplated maybe making a run at Kyler Murray, but in the end, they stood pat with Derek Carr, hoping that he's the long-term answer. He'll have a first down past the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to go down again. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Linval Joseph. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive with Cook. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All day, every day, any day.
Now Cousins. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They run. Cook. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Matt Weil now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. This is Harris. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Oakland Raiders offense coming back onto the field here, and last week kicked off their final season in Oakland with a victory against Denver. And after all that Antonio Brown noise, good of them to rally and start off 1-0.
Fantastic of them to rally and start off 1-0. And as you mentioned, their last season in
the Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Linval Joseph able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So we've hit halftime here in what obviously is a very fast-moving first. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Play action now. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, at some point during this broadcast, we had to bring up the Antonio Brown saga, and that moment is right now. I got to get your thoughts. I got to get you on the record. What do you think of all this?
Well, when you go back to Oakland, and you know about my relationships with the head coach and the general manager there, but putting that aside, one, never would have made the deal for him. I just never saw him as a guy that was going to go from place to place and be the influence that you want in a locker room, and that proved to be true in Oakland. Now he gets a new start, kind of a fresh start, to put it mildly, in New England, and they seem to be all on board with that. But that has to be the one team that can take him because they have a head coach there that if he doesn't do what the head coach wants, he actually will get rid of it. If he went to another team, they would try and continue to make it work, and that might grind down a team in a locker room, but that won't happen in New England. So if he's still there, that means it's working well. Otherwise, they'll be out of there fast.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Let's go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Cousins to throw it. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
Now Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Cook. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Watch the slant. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They run again on first down. Cook. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 12 yards there and a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. So we have a score to report after all. How about this?
Whoa. Stop the press. Yeah, I know. I just broke Broadcasting 101. I cut in on my play-by-play guy. But think about it this way. Marvin, our crack researcher, just handed us a note. We haven't had a scoreless tie in the NFL since 1943. 43.
And we will not have history here in this one, partner. Our first points of the game come in the 4th quarter.
I don't think that either one of us saw this game unfolding this way when it all began.
No, absolutely not. But, hey, now it's still just a one-score game, so don't go anywhere. A lot more to play for. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
So Carr and the Raiders now down 7-0, 45 seconds remaining. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Still 1st down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Carr to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away. Minnesota victory, and not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout.